to the matter of the moment. Yes, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has quashed the charges preferred against the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. But the same appellate court did not acquit him. Hear that, get that right. Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, in his reaction, insisted that the court's decision was based on a single issue that bordered on rendition. For example, a question of Kanu jumping bail remained a valid issue here that bordered on rendition. For the IPOB leader, the road to freedom is a bumpy and long one, as the federal government would consider options available to it on the matter. Jide, we wait.
Yes, I think in law, jurisdiction is everything. You can easily lose a case if the judge that gave you judgment in the first instance did not even have the jurisdiction to entertain the case. This matter was decided primarily on the jurisdiction of the court. It's not even about Kanu's rights that were breached in the manner in which he was brought to Nigeria from Kenya. Before you can lawfully have someone extradited from a foreign country, that person must undergo an extradition trial. Buruji Kasham, the late Buruji Kasham, was going through an extradition trial here. The Americans could have come into Nigeria and used their military to take him away, and we would not be able to do anything. But they decided that they wanted him, and he was going through an extradition trial. That is the path that the law permits. Globally, that is the only way by which you can have someone extradited, that extradition trial. And if the person is facing a criminal matter in the country, it means that he has to first go through that criminal trial before extradition can happen. But in this case, we seized him, working with our Kenyan friends, seized him and brought him here. You know, even the UN complained about the manner in which we brought him here and advised us to release him and pay him compensation. Of course, that was brushed aside by Nigerian officials. So in this case, the judges, the three-man judging panel of the appeal court, said that the federal government was silent on how they brought him here. How did you bring him here? Where did he commit the offense? He cannot commit an offense in foreign land and then a judge will say that he has jurisdiction.
To try him
here. Yes. In another breath, he was accused of installing a transmitter somewhere in the Hiala, somewhere in Anambra State, where he was transmitting negative stuff, offensive anti-Nigeria sentiments and all that. Again, the argument of Kanu's lawyers, and agreed by the court, was that if it was in Ihiala that he installed the transformer and was broadcasting offensive stuff, calling Nigerian names, you know, inviting people to take up arms against the state, the Federal High Court in Abuja cannot assume jurisdiction over the matter that happened in Ihiala. So this whole thing revolves around jurisdiction. And once you cannot conclusively prove that you have jurisdiction, that is talking about the judge, from the lower court. There's no way the case can proceed. The judges were saying that the judge at the lower court, the Federal High Court judge, should have raised questions about the manner in which Kanu got to Nigeria. Because clearly now, these offenses were not committed within the borders of our country. Yeah. And if they were not...
But you can argue that both Nigeria and Kenya have extradition signed to an extradition treaty.
Yes, but you must go through an extradition trial.
Okay.
In spite of that, you must go through an extradition trial.
Okay, I'm not saying...
Yeah, but I'm concerned about interpretation here. The Attorney General appears to have interpreted what the appeal court said.
No, what are you saying? What are you saying? Well, one, let me start by saying that I'm not a fan of the Attorney General. As an Attorney General, it makes too many mistakes. For example, if you look at the Abba Kyari case, there is a law to say that for you, if you want to follow extradition process, you can only do that to somebody that is not having an ongoing case in that country.
That's it.
And Abba Kyari is facing a trial through NDLEA, and he still went to court
to get him extradited
to file for extradition, which I mean, anybody that knows a little bit about law will know that that will not fly. It's the same thing that happened to Kanu. Don't forget that Kanu had an ongoing trial, and he jumped bail. Yes, they have established that the guy did not keep to the conditions of his bail. Yeah. I concede that. But you cannot, as an officer of the law, resort to self-help. It's even embarrassing that an officer of the law can allow self-help. Because if you believe that Kanu has done something, yes, he jumped bail, and he has done things that you think it's illegal, you follow due process. If everybody wants to do things their own way, then there's no reason for the courts. Yeah. And you know that there are processes when you want to extradite anybody. There are processes. They did not follow that process. They went to use Jankara method to bring the guy here. So, ab initio, their case is dead on arrival. They know. All right. But what he is trying to prove is to say that, look, we agree that with this side of the case, we lost it, but there are some existing cases.
Mayor, neither you nor I nor Jide is a lawyer, but we have
the
lawyer is here.
We don't have to be a lawyer too. It's right to law.
There are basic things in law.
Hold on a little bit. There are many cases that we had predicted here that this is the way to end, and it ended like that. Because the law is written in English language that one can understand. You understand? So this is the thing. No, this matter, you cannot forcibly bring a person here. I've talked about the matter of jurisdiction. Jurisdiction. Where did he commit the offense? Let me give you an example before we go to our lawyer. Wandoka was Attorney General of the Federation. Wandoka sued Sahara Reporters. Sahara Reporters has its headquarters in the US. Of course, he lost the matter because of the issue of jurisdiction. The offense was not committed here.
Jurisdiction is key in law.
Yes.
Yeah, I know about that.
If you don't have jurisdiction,
if you don't have jurisdiction,
you cannot
get relief. Yes, you cannot.
Now, interpretation. And the Nigerian people are waiting for what happens next. And some people are talking about in the interest of peace. Allow this guy to go.
We have said repeatedly that, look, we must find a political solution. It's not in all cases that you can actually decide these matters through force of arms or through even the courts. There are times when you need to just seek a political solution. But if government says that's not what it wants to do, then let the law take its course.
Yeah.
The president said,
all right.
I want the law. I'm not going to intervene. I want the law. So if the law now sets the man free,
let him go.
No choice.
I'm on that position. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Clean hands.
If you say you want to prosecute somebody and you believe in the rule of law, if the court discharge him, release him. If you have any other thing against him, bring it later. But you must comply with the orders of the court.
And also, there's this debate about breaking the office of Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
That's a matter for another day.
That's a matter for
We'll start
another
talking
yeah,
about
we'll
that
talk
one.
about it
It's just
another
because
day.
this Attorney General is doing a lot of things
Yeah, but we
that I
must
don't
go.
understand. I'm not his fan. I'm not his fan. I don't.
I heard that first time.
Yes.
Thank you.